These next three players we'll introduce individually, and chosen because of what they did at the RBC in helping us win a national championship for the first time in the Lumber Kings' 50-year Junior A history. The first member that I'll call up here will bring up the Central Canadian Hockey League Championship trophy. He's number one. He made 40 saves in the championship game. Absolutely extraordinary. And his name is Francis Dupuis.
Francis, hand that up. Give that a little show here for the people. Let's make some noise for Francis Dupuis. How about that, folks? That's number one on the list here, held up by number one. So Francis, obviously, Jamie talked a little bit about your 40 save performance. You think that was your best performance in a Lumber King uniform today, Frankie?
By far, definitely. I had a bit of a rough go in the round robin there, but I was really happy that I could pull through there in the finals, get Rhino that RBC Cup there.
Well, you did a nice job on that. And how did you like the TSN mics shoved in your face?
It's kind of nerve-wracking. It's my first. I'm not very good at the TSN interviews yet. I'll get used to it, but.
Yes, you will. Oh yeah. Well, folks, this guy did an incredible job. Number one goaltender. How about a big hand for Francis Dupuis?
I will digress for a second, and Francis will remember a conversation I had with him on a wintry night in January at a euchre tournament of all places. I ran into him, and I got him in the corner during a break for about a half an hour, and I peppered him with the reality that this franchise has won everything. The only one missing is an RBC Cup. And I said, you're going to help us bring it home. And he delivered. It's terrific. The next gentleman has certainly been a fan favorite in this community since he was acquired from the Smiths Falls Bears and helped us win a couple of championships. He played battered and bruised throughout the playoffs, and his performance also extraordinary. The two goals last night, the first with about 6 minutes left in the game, the second into an empty net. Number 23, John Milley.
Well, John, have you hoisted Fred above your head here today, the Fred Page Cup? Now the MVP of the Royal Bank Cup. It's the stuff dreams are made of. I'm surprised you're not wearing a Superman cape there tonight, but what about that experience here? Tell us a little bit about your experience in Pembroke and going all the way to being the #1 team in Canada. It must be a thrill.
I mean, last year, coming here at the trade deadline, then getting beat out in the Fred Page, it was really disappointing for me because I hate losing. I just always want to win. So when this year I felt we had a chance since day one, and knowing that Benny was going out this year, and I've looked up to him on my whole junior career, and I've known everything he's done for this community and stuff. So it's really nice to do it for him.
What an attitude! How about John Milley, everybody?
The cream always rises to the top, and Ben Reinhardt's got something special in his blood. He knows how to win. 5 consecutive league titles, a record that probably will never be broken, certainly in this league and perhaps across the country. I've looked into it. I can't find anyone else who's ever done it. I can't imagine anyone ever being able to do it again. The captain of this team and the true leader is number 8, Ben Reinhardt, bringing home the RBC Cup.
Let's make some noise for Stewie and Ben, everybody! Hoist it up one more time, Benny! Oh yeah! Well, congratulations, Mr. Reinhardt. That is unbelievable, obviously. Words are difficult to come by, I'm sure, but I did have one question for you. Out west, when you were sleeping, were the beds comfortable out there? Were you comfortable at night?
Yeah, in the words of Patrick Barney, the beds were incredible.
Well, there we go. Very nice, comfortable beds out west. But seriously, I know you were somewhat tongue-tied when all those TSN guys were after you at times and you were out of breath and everything, but now that you've had a little time to reflect, all this great support here this evening, what does it mean to you as the captain and heading out of Pembroke and with all this silverware?
It's incredible. I think I speak for everybody here that we couldn't do it without you guys. You're incredible. Here, let's give it up for you guys. It means so much to see a parking lot full of people like this supporting us, not only last weekend out in Alberta, but all through my junior career, and I couldn't picture a better way to go out, so thank you guys very much.
Mr. Ben Reinhardt, it's been a privilege to watch you, Ben. How it works, Dupuis?
I'm gonna say something.
Yep.
Welcome back to Pembroke. Morning, Sailor, my team. My general editor, president, made it 12. I'm the boy. 2002 Hockey Boys Club hockey out here.
It is going to be strange next season not to see Ben Reinhardt in a Lumber King uniform, but we certainly wish him very well at the University of Alabama in Huntsville. So congratulations on a terrific junior A career here in Pembroke. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2007 national champions, RBC Cup winner, Pembroke Lumber Kings. Final word of the night goes to the mayor of Pembroke, Ed Jacquinot. So, Mr. Mayor, while we have the players still on the bench, or on the stage, too many men on the ice here.
Jamie, Jeff, you remind me of Foster Hewitt and Danny Gallivan and Bill Kutchke, who was a former mayor, used to be an announcer, doing the Lumber King games. You did a wonderful job. You're going to be congratulated. There's one sad note about all of this. Don Cherry doesn't write, he doesn't phone. Maybe he'll write or phone tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Before we close, teams like this could not exist without the participation of partners. City of Pembroke is one of those partners. As well, I'd like to recognize two major contributors to this team and to their support unit, and that's the LaPointe Group and Eastway Collision. Now, I see Dan Bedard over there. I'd like to ask Dan Bedard, a hometown boy who went away to make his fortune, came back to Pembroke to start an industry, and he has people working. Danny Bedard.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Ed. I had a chance to meet Sheldon about 5 years ago. Johnny Shaw and myself and Sheldon went out to lunch, and I really didn't know what to think of Sheldon at the time. He was a new man on the block. Had a chance to have lunch with him. He was a stand-up guy in that lunchtime, at that lunch period. In the year that he showed up, he proved that he was going to be a part of this town, and I think he showed it tonight that he sure was. And it's been nice to be at Sheldon's wedding in Arizona. It was nice to have a reception back in Pembroke here at our home for Sheldon. And congratulations so much to you. Thank you.
The coach says he's good. Good call. It's been a great night. The players are here. Certainly take the opportunity to congratulate them personally if you can. Thanks for being such a great hockey town. Pembroke, Ontario, national champions for 2011. Hallelujah.